What's up, everybody? Reed Wallach from Fansided here, joined today by Bub Means, wide receiver prospect, rising up NFL draft boards. Bub, appreciate you taking the time, man. How's it going? Of
It's going good. Thank you for having me.
course. So, Bub, you've had a pretty windy career. You start at Tennessee, you switch over to cornerback, you transfer to Louisiana Tech, and then you end up at Pitt where you crush it this past season. I want to start though with your transition to cornerback and then back to wide receiver. What went into that whole process? And do you think your flexibility changing positions like that has prepared you for the next level?
My athletic ability, I played everything in high school. So when I got to Tennessee, when we ran 40s and stuff, I ran pretty fast. So they was like, yeah, your athletic ability, like we can try you out at corner. And so as a young guy, you know me, man, I'm just trying to get on the field. I'm a football player for anything. So I ended up trying DB for a few weeks, actually probably until like week 2 of the season, and then I actually made a transition back to receiver. And it's just been training. I mean, it's been a grind trying to make myself a polished receiver. But I guess playing defense has taught me. It helped me recognize defenses for sure. Like being on defense side of the ball, getting taught everything, getting taught the divider rules and stuff like that. Like it helps me add that to my game on offense because now I know if I take my split out a little wider, the DB gonna play me this way, or if the safety come down, I understand the little defense a little more because I played DB.
Yeah, absolutely.
Yes, sir.
And you also, going at Pitt, transitioning schools and everything, you played with a handful of different offensive coordinators, different quarterbacks just this past season. Pitt was kind of
Yeah.
transitioning through different quarterbacks. How do you feel playing in different systems? Also, is it a similar vibe where you feel maybe more acquitted and you could kind of jump into an NFL scheme right away because you have so much experience with different schemes?
Yeah, just being at three different schools, I've adjusted to three different cultures, schemes, play styles, coordinators, coaches. Like it's just been a lot of adjusting and a lot of adjustment periods. And I feel like I made the adjustments very well. Like I'm an adaptable person. So at the next level, I'm not worried about getting thrown a playbook or what type of offense you're in. Because at the end of the day, I've been learning offenses my whole career. So.
Yeah. And now going through this pre-draft process, going to teams, visiting them, has there been anything that's maybe caught you off guard? Because like you said, you've been moving around a lot in your
Yeah.
collegiate career. Is there anything maybe, going from team to team that's kind of surprised you, something that maybe you thought you've excelled during this pre-draft process?
Well, I've been talking to like every team that I've talked to, I've been like getting good feedback from. So it's just me showing them my personality. Like it's a lot of interviews that I've been getting and a lot of places I've been going, like they already understand what I can do on the field. So like that's kind of what surprised me is like the questions aren't about football. It's not about, oh, you did this on tape. Like some questions are, don't get me wrong, but like the questions aren't about, oh, you did this on tape. Nah, it's about who are you as a person? Who is Bub Means? Like, so that was probably
Any
the most surprising.
Yeah, any funny questions that maybe surprised you? You don't have to tell me the team, but anything kind of that you were like, whoa, didn't know that was coming.
Um, Now I ain't had no crazy like question. Actually, what surprised me is I went on a visit and the facility wasn't where I expected it to be. Like when you say like the man, long story short, I went on a visit and the facility was just farther than I expected. Like it was nowhere near where I expected it to be. Like the city, and then it's like in a smaller city, an hour north of the actual city that it's in. I ain't gonna tell you where that's at, but just know they know who I'm talking about.
And so you're gonna sign with a team, you're gonna get drafted by a team, and they're gonna look you up, right? They're gonna want to get familiar with Bub Means. And this is basically your chance to offer up like who you're like, maybe they didn't watch you at Pitt or Louisiana Tech. So if you were to compare yourself to one NFL wide receiver, who would it be and why?
That's a great question because I don't really model my game off anyone. I just take like little tools out of everybody bag and add them to my game. So like I'm a mixture of receivers. You feel me? Like I can go down. I'm deep. I can go deep. I'm a big body receiver. I'll probably say my closest like resemblance is probably like AJ Brown. Probably right now.
I love
We
that
around the
comp.
same type. Yeah, we around the same type receiver, same body type.
Yeah, and in a similar vein, any like hidden talents maybe? This doesn't have to be football related necessarily, but any like those random tricks and hobbies that you're good at that you want the future fan base to know about?
Nah, I ain't got no. I can't let this fan base know about that yet. I don't know. I don't got no secret hobby, secret talent. Nah, I'm pretty clear cut. Everything that I do, you feel me? I'll put it out there.
Yeah, and during this training process, has there been anything new that you think you've picked up on that maybe wasn't on tape in the prior few years that you think, okay, maybe as I get into the NFL, this can maybe stand out a little bit that may have not popped?
Yeah, like during the pre-draft training and actually just off-season training, like, I've got to train with a few pro guys, and they just kind of helped me add tips and stuff to my bag. Like, oh well, sometimes I be rushing my route. They kind of help me. Okay, bro, look, in the NFL, bro, you got a little more time. Like, you can slow down. Like, help me with things like that, and that's just gonna help my game. It's gonna help my route running. It's gonna help me play faster, low key by slowing down the game in my head. Like, so everything like that, I try to take every little tip and trick and add it to my bag.
Yeah, any pros you've been training with specifically?
Um, Not none specific. Like, one time I think Jody Fortson was out there. One time I think Justin Ross was out there a few times. We just had a Vikings receiver training Tristan. I don't know his last name, but he was just out there not too long ago. Today, actually, with us today. So, just a few guys. I can't name the rest. It's been a bunch of guys. You know what I'm saying? My trainer trained a bunch of pros. So anytime somebody out there that I can soak up some game from, you feel me? I'm gonna do it.
Yeah, 100%. And
Yes, sir.
last thoughts before we let you go. Anything else you want? Again, this is like when you get signed, they're going to start searching you up. They're going to want to know a little bit
Yeah.
more about you. Anything else you want the NFL to know, the future fan base to know, anything about Bub Means that we didn't cover here?
I don't know. Once I'm in a place where after the draft and stuff, maybe I have a little more news for you. You know what I'm saying? Like as far as like community service and like back to school jobs, stuff like that. But other than that, I'm just waiting to get my name called, man. This is a blessing, a grateful. I'm grateful for the opportunity for sure. So just waiting to hear my name called.
Absolutely. You've been rising up the draft board. You got Mel Kiper talking about you as one of the
Yes,
draft
sir.
high rising receivers. So I'm pumped to hear for you. I appreciate you taking the time, in the midst of a huge training cycle. So I really appreciate it. But best of luck the rest of this draft cycle and beyond, man. All the best.
Appreciate you. Appreciate you.